Second down and 10. Earlier in pregame, we mentioned how the schedule has been affected and delayed. That's also going to affect wrestling and basketball. Play action fake here by Harris, looking, chunks it deep, and the pass is caught. Nicely done. Bringing the ball down was 33, Kareem Bailey, who makes a circus grab, and it'll be a first down for Webb. Keyshawn Thompson makes the grab for the tackle. Kareem Bailey, only a sophomore, getting some rare playing time, and he got 18 yards out of that. He came in as a tight end, replacing Tariq Fuller. Ball out to the 42, make it the 41, for a gain of 18. So Webb with their first positive play of the game, and it works for 18. Unique Heggie goes to the near sideline as one wide receiver. Trey Harris will operate out of the shotgun this time. And he'll hand it off, looking for Clark, but there's just no room. Stone Edwards ties him up. Peyton Wilson also got in there. And that's all that he could do, was just get back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1 on the play to make it second down and 11. Dalen Austin getting some time now in the nose tackle spot. Noah Rogers has had to play on the offensive line the last couple of weeks at right guard, and the coach is obviously trying to preserve his physicality on one side of the ball. Split out to the left will be Unique Hagee. Green Bailey also split out as a slot man. Clark will be in the backfield along with Trey Harris. On second down and 11, it'll be a flip to the flat. It is caught by Clark, but he is dropped immediately by Keyshawn Thompson. Thompson makes another tackle for loss. That's his 17th of the year. And keep in mind, Keyshawn is a free safety, young man who was the Extra Effort Award winner just a few weeks ago from Tom Suter. And he wrestles down Clark for a loss of 4 on the play. So it'll be third down and 15. Ball back to the Webb 35 with Orange up 14-0. 2:43 remaining here in the first quarter, I should say. I'm going to speed this night right along, don't I? It will be Harris going out of the shotgun here. He's got Clark to his right. He'll drip back. He'll gun it over the middle. It is incomplete. It was batted down, I believe, by Wilson. And then McAllister got absolutely railroaded hard by 25, Milton Purcell, and he is still down. Purcell fired up after that hit he laid on. Officials ruling that incidental contact, I suppose. In some cases, that'd be considered a defenseless receiver in this day and age, but that's not the way it was called here. So with that, we're going to pause for timeout as Orange leads 14-0. Injury timeout on the field, and you're listening to HillsboroSports.com.
Whatever you need, whenever you need it. That's what you'll find at Handy Andy's, located at 7136 Highway 57 in Caldwell. Serving their customers for 32 years, customers can look at a wide variety of merchandise, from quick snacks to grocery items, and there's even hardware. Sit back on a summer day and enjoy a cool drink and chat with some friends, and if you don't have any, then make some. Remember the name Handy Andy's. You'll find their stock complete and their service extra friendly. It's not your everyday convenience store, it's Handy Andy's, located at 7136 Highway 57 in Caldwell.
Joe McAllister going off the field. He's heavily limping as he does so, and that's no small loss for Webb. That's their leading receiver, and a very athletic one at that. 6'2", 170, free safety and wide receiver. He plays on both ends of the field, and he goes off the field, didn't look very happy. Eric Johnson here tonight, former principal at Orange. He's now working in administration, stepped down at the end of last academic year. Vaney with the punt, not a very long one. Goes over the 50, bounces over the 40, and it hits a Warrior at the 38 of Orange. So the Panthers up 14-0 with 2:10 remaining. And Orange will have it first and 10. Orange opened this game by returning the opening kickoff 81 yards. That came courtesy of Bravante Beasley. He returned it all the way to the Webb 9. 8-yard game by Peyton Wilson after that, and then Beasley would punch it in from a yard out on the following play. Now Orange will take it over at its own 39. Second touchdown drive went 59 yards and ended with Jackson Schmidt throwing his 4th touchdown pass in 2 weeks and his 13th of the year as he threw it over to Ryan Puckett. Now the clock needs to be reset. Chad Goss, our regular clock operator, is not here tonight because he is over at the Carolina Hurricanes game over at PNC Arena. The Hurricanes opening up its home season against the New York Rangers, a game they desperately need after getting just one win on the road during the State Fair road break, which traditionally opens the season. They got that in Calgary. And after a disappointing loss to Philadelphia last weekend and Detroit this past Tuesday, they need a win tonight. Handoff, Beasley will go around left end. He'll sidestep a man over the 40 and is wrestled down at the 44. Beasley needs 203 yards for a 1,000-yard season. He got 5 there and a gain of 1 earlier, and he's steadily getting there, but it may not come tonight. Of course, postseason also counts in the final stats. That's how Bryce Wilson got over 1,000 last season, even though he played 4 different other positions for Orange. He was a punter, he was the quarterback, a linebacker, and a wide receiver. On 2nd and 5, play fake. Schmidt's got lots of time to throw. Dumps it deep down the field, looking for Wilson, who hauls it in inside the 25. Payton made an over-the-shoulder grab, and it looked like he and Sebastian Flores ran the same route because they were both in the same area, so there was some miscommunication there. Flores comes off the field limping. Payton winds up making the catch, and they'll mark him up at the 22-yard line of Webb. Payton just caught that one right over his shoulder, and he's been utilized more recently as a wide receiver. He caught touchdown passes against Cedar Ridge 2 weeks ago and against Chapel Hill last week. That was the opening touchdown of the night against the Tigers. Ball right back inside Webb territory now at the 22. Wilson, Beasley, Puckett, they are the backs. Evans to the right, Whitted to the left. Misdirection handoff. Wilson this time stuffed in the line of scrimmage. Escapes a tackle over the 20 and down at the 16. Right sensibilities there by Tariq Fuller. He realized Payton was going to get the ball, but Tariq just didn't have the muster to bring him down that time. Payton is a big guy. A big junior at 6'4", and he just ran over the 6-foot frame of Fuller that time and wound up getting 4 yards, make it 5 yards out of that, to make it 2nd and 5 from the 17 of Webb. Orange already has scored touchdowns on its first 2 possessions. Final minute of the quarter, play fake, and we've got whistles killing the play. Stops the clock with 42.5 seconds remaining. Kendall Whitted coming out on the field, but Orange will be hit with a false start.
False start against the Panthers.
That'll make it 2nd and 10. Orange has now outscored opponents 110-16 in the first quarter of this season. And again, the last time Orange gave up a point in the first quarter, it was to Southern Durham. That was the last time a team scored a touchdown on Orange. And the streak is now going to be 20 consecutive quarters unless Webb can come up with a miracle here late. 20 consecutive quarters that the defense hasn't given up a touchdown. Double wing set up. Schmid will drop back a 7-step, looking Whitted's way. He'll gun it left corner of the end zone. Kendall Whitted makes his 2nd touchdown grab in as many weeks. It's his 4th touchdown of the year. A 19-yard touchdown pass, and Jackson Schmid throws his 14th touchdown of the year. That was a fade pattern, and can't recall too many times that Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass on a fade. But that was the case there, and it was a gorgeous one. So Schmid having a great senior night. The kick is up, and the kick is good by Francisco McKinley, and we got timeout on the field, and the Panthers, as expected, rolling here tonight, as they have scored touchdowns on all 3 of its possessions so far, and the Panthers now lead 21-0 on HillsboroSports.com. Stay with us for more.
If you need flowers for that special occasion, look no further than the Flower Patch in Hillsboro. A family-owned and operated business since 1982, the Flower Patch delivers in Hillsboro throughout northern Orange County, including Cedar Grove, Efland, and parts of Rougemont and Hurdle Mills. Stop by their shop in North Churchton Street and check out various gifts, including candles, vases, frames, scarves, jewelry, and novelty signs. Go to flowerpatchhillsboronc.com today for more information. The Flower Patch. Send a little sunshine today.
Jackson Schmidt with 2 big passes on that last drive for Orange. A 34-yard pass to Peyton Wilson. And then the touchdown pass itself to Kendall Windett. Short kickoff by McKinley. Running across the field, Kareem Bailey looking to go east and west, not much north and south. Now a flag goes down. He's past the 35 and he stepped out of bounds. He kept running up the field, but the officials had him marked out of bounds long before that. And beside that, there was a block in the back call against the Warriors. With 9.5 seconds remaining. So the Panthers will most likely go into the second quarter up 21-0. We'll see where the infraction took place. We have a hold on the kickoff against Webb. Webb will go down to 2A at the end of this season. They'll join their longtime rival Northern Vance and start a brand new league. They'll also feature Southern Vance and I believe Warren County as well, if I'm not mistaken. Webb for years and years coached by former East Carolina offensive coordinator Don Murray, who led really Webb to their last true great moment in football back in the late 90s. Ball is back at the 21. Webb will start up this drive 1st and 10 with Trey Harris at quarterback. He will look and run an option to the left, but he's forced further and further in the backfield. It's a retreat. He goes down way back inside the 10. That was Stone Edwards and Ryan Sellers getting in there on the loss, and Harris realized that option just was not going to work, and he kept going backwards and backwards and backwards until he went down at the 6-yard line. That's a loss of 15 on the play. What a way to end the quarter. So Orange up 21-0. And we'll come back with more as you're listening to HillsboroSports.com. Stay with us for more.
The Deer Pushers Association of America is a group dedicated to raise funds in support of educational programs, wildlife habitat enhancement and acquisition, and the preservation of the shooting sports and hunting tradition for future generations. They serve Northern Orange, Southern Person, and all of Central North Carolina. To learn more about the Deer Pushers Association of America, contact Skinny Laws or Seth King directly. The Deer Pushers Association of America, killing tomorrow's trophies today.
(21-0) the score. Orange with the lead here tonight. And what will be Orange's final game in all likelihood for about 3 weeks. And the Panthers complete the regular season this year in the first quarter. They outscored opponents 117-16. The only teams to score in the first quarter this year against Orange. Person scored a field goal. Southern Durham scored a touchdown. That was 10. And the other 6 points, just trying to remember off the top of my head here, don't believe it was Western Guilford. Let's see.
He'll be doing some more later on.
Might have been. It was Cedar Ridge who got a field goal. That's right. And Northwood got a field goal. So you had 2 field goals. Orange coming into this game has given up 4 touchdowns and 4 field goals this year. That's it. Now Webb backed up after a 15-yard loss a moment ago when Trey Harris was taken down on the option. And the handoff running up the middle. It goes to Tyrone Clark. And he barrels forward to about the 9. We haven't set that offensive line yet for Webb. Jackson Claiborne and Tanner Drew are the tackles. Jacob Adams and Hunter Kitchen the guards. And Andrew Rice is the center. So on what was 2nd and 25 from the 6, that will make it 3rd.